Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. Today is Friday, October 20th, and I hope you're having a great morning. A little gloomy, a little rainy, but it's fall and another week away from Halloween when you go out and have a little trick or treat and candy and fun, bonfires, and going to all those pumpkin farms and stuff. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch Ocean's Pit, whether you're watching it during lunchtime, like you're doing it right now, or you take time watching it during the day on the different social media platforms. You're on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on the Mo Carrara Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter, now X. Sorry, and YouTube. And let's not forget Ocean's Pit Facebook page. It's a great day today. We have a great show lined up for you guys. Yesterday was Thursday. Of course, we had the return of Laura Ocean, which is always a lot of fun when me and my wife are on at the same time. I mean, it's just, we are so completely different people sometimes, and we have a lot of things in common, but other things too that we can always bunch off each other, which is actually kind of cool, you know. We have two different ways of looking at things. We have the same, we're going in the right direction. We just have two different ways of looking at things. So, you know, and I think that's what makes a relationship pretty cool. So anyway, folks, you're here today and you're watching Ocean's Pit, and I hope you're having a great day. Let's go right to our sponsors. You know what we're talking about when we say sponsors? We're talking about Ace Hardware. Ace is the place in Orange Des Plaines, Evergreen Park in Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Don't wait till the first snowfall to service your snowblower. They offer small engine repair, tune-ups at all their locations. Tune-up for a single-stage snowblower is just $105 plus parts. Check out the unique selection of fall and Halloween decor. A lot of good stuff, folks. And still, you can get a chance to grill your ace off and get yourself $20 off any grill purchase. Why not buy a grill now? Why wait till next year? Get it now with that $20 off at your following Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local, shop local. They've been taking care of neighborhoods, taking care of neighbors before they were neighborhoods. It's our good friends from Ace Hardware. And boy, I tell you, let's get right to a couple other sponsors, which is very, very important. You know, when you have something like this, it's always good to take care of those guys who take care of you. And I'm talking about my good buddy Sal from Deutz Power Center, Great Lakes Service and Construction, diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutz Power Center. Right here, call Sal at 224-276-6550. That's Deutz Power Center. 100 years in the business, folks. You gotta love it. My wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits or reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. Try Coherent. Oh, let's not forget Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Now, you know that Javier will hand roll those cigars and send them right to your house. They should be here any day now. It usually takes a couple days to get here. So that's why I haven't had cigars for the last 2 days, at least not on the air. So 727-366-7536. That's Don Esteban Cigars. Tell them Tony O sent you. Also, Trico Hair Experts recreating great hair days. Anthony Santangelo is celebrating a birthday. Anthony, happy birthday, buddy. Hope you have a great weekend. And Carmela, 773-999-7888. That's Trico Hair Experts. Taking care of that hair for you guys and gals and kids and people of all ages. Oh, yeah. It's good, and I'm feeling good. So let's see who's in the house. Let's see who took the time and watching the show today. Woo, 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 woo. It's a good one. Let's go for a chat here. Let's go to the top of the list there. Richard Hamlin in the house. Dennis, good afternoon, my friend from Lake Geneva. Buongiorno, Pina. And Pina, I think it was your granddaughter's birthday yesterday, right? Or day before. So happy, AJ, if I got their name right. Happy birthday to your granddaughter. Nina, great seeing you guys last night at Postatanos. That's right, they do opposite. Lunch is much better. God bless you, brother. Tony Toto, good afternoon, my friend. I will see my double T, Tony Toto, tonight at Chicago Prime Steakhouse, 8 o'clock in the bar. Tomorrow also, I'll be with Double T, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, Danny Ramonde, and Lisa Starr for the very first time. Lisa is a great singer in the Chicagoland area, plays with Tony and Danny and Fifth Element and some other bands, but she'll be with us Saturday night at the Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. Ron Onesti does it again. It's going to be a lot of fun. 8:30 showtime. Go to oshows.com. Ryan Lewis, my friend, I hope you're doing well. Kathy Apolito, Mary from Chicago Music Cruise 2024. 11 weeks away. I got it right now. 11 weeks away. Chicago Music Cruise 2024. January 7th to January 14th. 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, Royal Caribbean's Wonders of the Seas. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be Tony Ocean, the main event band, Mojo's Jukebox, and the ringleaders himself, Richie and the boys from Seventh Heaven. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have such a great time. We're going to start off in Florida, Coco Key, Bahamas, St. Thomas. And we won't be going St. Martin, but not St. Thomas. But we're going to Puerto Rico instead, if I got that right. Puerto Rico, St. Juan, which is going to be great. And something because of fueling, they had to change the port, which happens a lot with cruises. So people shouldn't freak out. It's still going to be a great time. We're going to Puerto Rico. Woo-woo! Anyway, get the drink packages, get your hotel booked if you're coming in the day before, and get that shuttle booked. Any questions, anything you need, contact Mary at ntdvacations.com. Tell them Tony O sent ya. Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Buy local and shop local. My good friend Danny Mazzi and Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. My sister Natalie bought her car in, and Mike and the crew over there at the Crash Champions in Schaumburg, they have a lot of locations, did an incredible job. So thank you, Michael and Gigi from Crash Champions. CrashChampionsCollision.com. Check it out. Now, big meeting yesterday with Ron Onesti and Nick Sahajas. You know we got the big show coming up, and at the end of this show, we're also going to give away another 2 free tickets to our big show coming up Sunday, October 29th at the Des Plaines Theater. I am proud to have my new show called Memories Are Made of This, tribute to Dean Martin, produced by Ron Onesti. It's going to be fantastic. It's a 3 o'clock show backed by Nick Sahajas' big band, 10-piece band behind us with some special guests. So far, Bill Saratella from Ocean's Rat Pack. Hopefully we'll get Elliot Wimbush as Sammy. Ronnie B. Elvis doing Elvis Presley. Regina Karma, incredible voice. And Mark Fensky, who used to play Jerry Lewis in our Pack Is Back show, which we started back at Piper's Alley many years ago, making a special appearance. And we're going to have songs and stories and, of course, about Dean Martin. So we're going to give away 2 free tickets. Yesterday's winner, Lillian Marie, won 2 tickets yesterday. So that's going to be great. We're going to give you a trivia question at the end of the hour. And the first person that comes up with it, the answer, gets 2 free tickets. Carol, how you doing? I hope we need Jim Madigan. Madigan on the show. Absolutely. Patrice, there's Lilia. How you doing, honey? Joe Silvestri, long time no see, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Joe used to be our drummer in Tierney, my very first band. I think I was 16 years old, and we had some great times. You're watching Ocean's Pit, and folks, Sunday, we're off to Nashville, Tennessee. Ocean's Pit was nominated again for the Josie Awards at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Now, we won last year for the best independent internet media show. Ocean's Pit won, and I'm nominated again this year, so thank you guys so much for that. Also, my other band, Ocean's Rat Pack, tribute to the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., is nominated for Tribute Act. So we're leaving Sunday. Most everybody else left today, but we had shows that we couldn't get out of. But it is fantastic, and I'm just honored to be nominated. Just to be there. And to win last year was a complete shock to me. But Nick Sahajas is nominated, Ronnie B. Elvis, John Trencali, Mike and Tracy. There's a lot of people that are nominated for different awards out of Chicago. Lou Bellotti, the photographer for Arcada, and Ron Onesti, of course, for the theater. So it's going to be a great event, and just to be nominated at the Josie Awards, man, it's a Grand Ole Opry. It's like 2,000 people are there, and it's all red, the red carpet, and everybody's dressed up in cameras. It's fantastic. So we're looking, buddy. I'll see you tonight, buddy. Thank you, Pally. Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime. Scott Hall is in the house. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Very good, Violet. How you doing? Good afternoon. There's Mary's site right there. Mary at N, Nancy, T, Tony, D, David, vacations.com. Mark is in the house. What's up? Robert, the general. Thank you, Kevin Burke. I hope you're doing well up in California, my brother, and hope you're having fun there. But thank you guys for all your kind words. Lillian, thank you. Johnny G in the house. What's up, brother? Debbie Jammin. All right, so good stuff. A lot of stuff, having fun, and it's going to be a great week. So I hope you guys can join us for the Dean Martin Show on October 29th at the Des Plaines Theater. Make sure you wear your cowboy hat. No, I will not wear a cowboy hat. Listen, I'm not going to go there. I'm not a cowboy. I'm going as I go. Black, you can't, I'm going as Johnny Cash without a hat, right? So, but everybody's dressed up different there at the Grand Ole Opry. You figure there's a lot, of course, country, Western. They have the nice glimmer jackets and the hats and the cool boots. And there's people that just come up with tuxedos, or people just dressed in black. I will dress in my regular black. Excuse me. So it's a great event. So thank you, Marie Lewis. I appreciate it. We need a new president. Yes, we do, Dennis. We'll get to all that good stuff. All right, so let's get right down to the nitty gritty, folks. Nitty gritty. You don't even hear that stuff anymore, do we? Absolutely. Michelangelo, a man in blue who watches the show Back to Blue. Stubborn, but has a heart of gold. I like that quote. That's me, stubborn in some way, but I have a heart of gold. I wear my heart on my sleeve. A lot of people tell me that, but I think it's okay to be stern. I think it's okay to stick up for what you believe in. I think it's very important to stick up for what you believe in. And sometimes it might get you in trouble. But if you believe it, if you think it's right, you got to say it. Sometimes it's how you say it that offends people, not the actual way of saying it, or the actual topic of saying it, but it's how you come across to somebody. And I think that makes, I think it's going to be, that's what you got to be, So there were some stories a couple of days ago, if anybody's familiar with the Crystal Lake area. There was a high school that was on lockdown. I didn't do a follow-up. Did you guys hear anything about this lockdown in Crystal Lake at a high school? I mean, holy cow. Save a horse, ride at a cowboy, and sing a song. There you go. Save a horse, kill a cowboy. I forgot the name of the song. I don't follow that stuff. How about Jerry Lowe? That's right, Anthony Melchiotti. We had some time in Texas. We were up there with Big Bang Rodeo. Thank you for that couple. Anthony Melchiotti, Anthony Vincent, Tony Vincent, of course, great entertainer, musician in the Chicagoland area. Great songwriter. He's with the Bill Hall Band right now, but we've been in bands together for a long time, and a good friend. Very political guy. I love to have him on the show, and he's a health nut too. So he keeps care of himself, and he's got a great family. But Anthony comes up with all those cool old sitcom pictures to watch Ocean's Pitch. So Anthony comes up with that. And then Richard Hamlin, of course, still sending in all the birthdays every day. So everybody else that you guys keep sending stories, and I really do appreciate that. My prayers go out to the SEAL Team 6, who stepped down in Israel. My prayers go out that our guys and gals come home. What's going on there is just crazy what's going on in this complete world. Nuts. So we pray for all that. Ronnie B. Elvis, look forward to seeing you, my friend, this weekend. Yes, X, it's been that way for a while now, X. Thank you, Jerry, for that. Jill, I think you just had an anniversary, you and your husband, Bob, if I'm correct. So happy anniversary to Jill and Bob there. Yep. Peter definitely is excited. Yeah, it seems like it went by so far. You're right, Peter Prado. Great to see you too, pal. Excuse me. I think it came by so fast that we're going back there again in Nashville. So excited. We got a lot of good other stuff coming up next year. We're going to be in Mississippi. We're going to be in Arizona, I think, Las Vegas. So we have a lot of good stuff coming up next year besides the 2024 Chicago Land Cruise. Very cool. Guys, we were mentioning Halloween and candy and all that stuff yesterday when me and Laura was on the show. Do you realize, just to let you guys know, three teaspoons of ketchup has more sugar than a glazed donut. Where are they? No, Anthony would get that, Melchiori. Anyway, think about this: 3 tablespoons of ketchup. So I don't know how much. There's one in that little packet. It's probably just 1 tablespoon. I'm thinking. So if you take a bottle of ketchup and you squeeze it into your plate or on your burger, right? 3 tablespoons has more sugar in regular ketchup than a glazed donut. Whoever would think of that, right, Carol? Wow. And that's you would never think ketchup. You know what? That's why I'm more of a mustard guy than I am a ketchup guy. But we do get because of our son Joey. He's I think the one that told us, hey, let's start eating uh, low sugar or no sugar ketchup. I think it's low sugar or no sugar ketchup. Anyway, to me it tastes exactly the same, so it makes a lot of sense. Keep away from that stuff, folks. Elvis Presley, a lot of Elvis fans talking about Tennessee, talking about Graceland, talking about Elvis, the movies, the songs, everything that he did. Having Ronnie B. Elvis is going to be part of our Dean Martin show. I'm excited about that. Dean and Elvis never performed together. I don't even think they were on TV together, but the mutual respect they had for each other. Dean loved Elvis, and Elvis loved Dean, which is why I brought on Ronnie B. Elvis to our show, and he does an incredible Elvis. So it's going to be great having him do that. But here's something about Elvis that maybe people don't know. But people, if you're Elvis fans, I'm sure you all know it. Here's something that he did not like. Despised this person. He despised this thing I'm going to mention, if you guys should know if you're Elvis fans. He would tell his friends and family and people around him not to eat it. I think his brother-in-law came in, he was eating it, and he asked, should I leave the room? You know what that is? He hates onions. He hates onions so bad, Elvis, that if anybody in his band or friends or at his house or if he walked into somewhere, he would tell them to stop eating onions in his presence. Even I think it was his brother-in-law that walked in one day and he smelled like onions. And he asked Elvis, should I leave? Erica, great seeing you yesterday, honey. And Erica was kind enough taking some great photos and pictures, but she also had the Ocean's Potion drink, the new Tony Ocean drink at Positano's in Oak Brook. And she said it tasted very delicious. It looked good. So I'm going to have one myself in a couple days. Make it myself, but it was good. Yes. So very, very cool. Dean Z, awesome Elvis. Oh, there you go. Laura Mizzy, I hope you and Anthony are having fun on your trip. So anyway, that's what Elvis, he hated onions. I never knew that. A couple things he hated. So let's go to another. We're talking about Elvis on one spectrum of music. Let's go on the other completely spec of music, Ozzy Osbourne. Now, Ozzy and his wife Sharon has made the news a couple times the last month. First, it was that Sharon's going to open an Ozzy museum because of all the memorabilia she has on Ozzy and Black Sabbath, which would be a cool idea if you're into that kind of stuff and into that music. Second of all, Ozzy and Sharon have a death pact that if one's going to die, the other one's going to die too. So they do still have that. So interesting stuff. And I always liked Sharon Osbourne. I did because I think she saved Ozzy's life. Her father was managing Ozzy for a while, and then she took over, but she straightened him out. That's probably why he's still alive. But here's something that he said on People magazine. Ozzy says on stage he would pee his pants. He would pee in his pants. If he had to go, he would piss because he was soaked with wet already from the sweat and water that he threw himself on him. He would just piss while he's singing. He would take a pee and pee in his pants like nothing. I'm a crazy train. All right. While he's peeing next time. Put that in your... And next time you're watching Ozzy on a video or something, if you see him in concert, he could be peeing in his pants. Just like our president. Anyway, oh my God. Ocean Potion, Dennis. You got to love it. Anyway, oh boy, right? Ozzy. I am Ozzy. Today is National Chocolate Cupcake Day for all you cupcake fans out there and chocolate cupcakes. Not much of a cupcake fan. Speaking of cakes and breads and all that stuff, you know what we're talking about. You guys have been asking for them. You guys have been supporting and buying Mama D's bread loaves since 2020, and she was selling it at the craft fair. Her and Natalie had a business going, and Natalie's going to keep the tradition going. So thank you for all reaching out to Mama D's breads. Orders are starting now, and we'll take more. They're $10 a loaf, folks, and portion of that $10 goes to many of the shelters that Mama D contributes to. A lot of the animal shelters. So you can private message me or my sister Natalie Bosch. Pick them up at our shows. We'll get them out to you folks. But you got so many different flavors: banana chocolate, banana chocolate chip, pumpkin, lemon, caramel apple, blueberry, apple spice. So many more. I think Natalie's also working on a limoncello type because she loved limoncello, of course. Mama D's kick-ass limoncello. So ask about those cakes, those bread loaves. They're fantastic. $10, good cause. And like I said, portion of that goes to Mama D's favorite animal shelters because she loved animals. Show the bakery. There you go, Lily. Yes, I will do that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Tuesday. I will show it. Lillian made a nice. Lillian in the past, she makes one of her hobbies is bird cages. And she's made 2 or 3 of mine who are in my backyard right now. I mean, with all the name of the places I played, she's very good at that. She made a bakery bird cage that says Mama D's Bakery. Got a little light on it. It's got very cool stuff. So I'm going to show that. She's very good. You should reach out to Lillian there. Carvello, private messenger. If you're looking for some bird cages made, she makes them very, very, very good. Pumpkin, KJ. There you go. That's not a bad idea. Netflix. Disney, our daughter Gianna said Disney went up. Disney Plus, if you're having Disney Plus on your television, that went up a bunch of bucks. But Netflix starting to go to $23 a month. Netflix, if you are into Netflix. I like Netflix. Before, remember, Netflix didn't have commercials. Now they got commercials. So a lot of people got pissed off at that. But $23, everything is going up. So I don't know if you're going to decide to keep your Netflix or not. Interesting stuff, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, Monday through Friday at noon. Today is Friday, October 20th. Did Mama D try my limoncello? Tony, of course she did. She loved your limoncello. I think through the last couple of years, Tony, you've gave us a few bottles. And I remember 2 of them, I think we drank like entirely the first day. But Mama D, while she was in hospice, she had a shot of limoncello every night before she went to bed. Your limoncello, double T. So thank you, my brother. Very, very good stuff. And now I think Natalie's thinking about putting limoncello into a bread loaf for Mama D. So remember when Netflix used to send you 3 DVDs at a time to watch? Oh, Richard, yes. And that box. Miss you too, Ryan, buddy. Hope to see you next week. That's right. We'll be at Rosario's on the 26th, me and Double T. And next Thursday, we'll be at Venuti's with the Main Event Band in Addison. And then back at Taverna on Division on October 28th. That's next Saturday, folks. Thank you for the plug. No, thank you, Lillian. Yeah, so Netflix. Yeah. All right. How many people? Now, Tony Melchiotti sent me this today. And you know my sense of humor, I have a good sense of humor. I might have a weird sense of humor, but I do have one. And I think everybody should have a good sense of humor. Now, listen to this. I can't tell you the year, but I have to think it was mid-'70s, late '70s. Remember a show called Hollywood Squares? It was an incredible show with different celebrities, and Paul Lynde was always the center square. And some of the stuff that came out of that, the jokes and stuff, Rosemary, my dear, I hope you and Seymour are doing well. So Hollywood Squares, I don't know if you guys watched it, but I still watch the reruns because the people that were on that show were just funny. But Paul Lynde was just funny. You know, like, if you think I'm a lemon, why don't you squeeze me? You know, he always had this facial expressions and the way he said his words and the way he answered the questions. Everybody would go to center square and they would always go for Paul Lynde. And you never knew what's going to come out of Paul Lynde's mouth. Buddy Hackett. I don't know. I think Buddy Hackett might have been on Hollywood Squares. I'm not. Charlie Weaver was good too. Yeah, Charlie Weaver had some good ones. But Paul Lynde, this one was funny, folks. This answer that he said to one of the questions, had the audience laughing so loud, and almost up to 15 minutes of laughter during a live television broadcast. 15 minutes of laughter. And that's pretty good. And, it's just one simple question with one word that gets people with Paul Lynde, the way, his approach. It's almost like when Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis reunited on the telethon, the Jerry Lewis telethon for Jerry's Kids, when Dean Martin made his appearance and they hugged, and I guess the clapping and the ovation lasted for almost 15, 20 minutes of just that. But this is people laughing in the studio when the when the host would ask Paul Lynde, center square, please. I pick Paul Lynde. Paul, what is the good reason to pound meat? And Paul Lynde would say, loneliness. Come on. Mid-70s, right? Everything was more free. And they asked Paul Lynde, what is the reason, a good reason to pound meat? Pound meat. And Paul Lynde goes, loneliness. Oh my God. Of course, I don't do Paul Lynde justice, but let's think. Tell me that's a riot. I mean, it's those are comedians that you just don't, and TV shows that you just don't see anymore. It was almost like back in the 50s when You Bet Your Life, or could have been even the 40s, with Groucho Marx sitting there and the married couple, married 25, 50 years, whatever, how many kids, oh, that's great, celebrating 50 years, how many kids? The lady goes, we have 10 kids. Oh my God. Groucho goes, well, why so many kids? And the lady goes, well, I love kids. I love children. And Groucho goes, I love my cigar, but I take it out of my mouth every now and then. Now, that's funny. Now, that was funny. Now, you think about the stuff that was said on television back in 1945. And Peter Marshall was great too, Jerry. Absolutely right. Peter Marshall was very good in that show. Good stuff. Dick, say it, my friend. Say it again with my good buddy Dick. It's time for birthdays. Anthony Santangelo, Trico Hair Experts. Oh, yeah. You know what? Johnny Carson was the best. Very good. Anthony, happy birthday, my friend. Let's see. Couple, what do we got here? Irene Ryan, better known as Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies, celebrating a birthday. Gary Puckett, 87 years old, still got a great voice. Chuck Berry, celebrating a birthday. George Wendt from Cheers, celebrating a birthday. Kathy Lazara, Kathy, one of the people who watches the show. I hope you're watching, honey. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice birthday. Gary Richrath, from the former lead guitar player of REO Speedwagon from Champaign, Illinois. Oh, my God. Russ Gertrude, he was one of the members of the association, turns 80 years old. Nayo, rapper, 44 years old. Martina, the tennis player, I can't even pronounce her last name, so I'm going to skip it. 67 years old. Tony, Hitman Hart, excuse me. Tommy the Hitman Hearns, the boxer, turns, he's celebrating a birthday. Chicago entertainer, he's been around a long time. Corky Siegel, celebrating 80 years birthday. Dawn Wells, better known as Marianne on Gilligan's Island, is 85 years old. Wow, Dawn Wells, fantastic. And Grumman's Chinese Egyptian Theater. Remember all the celebrities in California where they put their hands down on the print and get handprints and footprints or whatever it is, but they celebrating 101 years, folks. They started October 18th, 1922. Very, very, very cool. Yeah, you gotta love it. Michael McKean, great actor, Spinal Tap, and Lenny and Squiggy, 76 years old. How cool is that? Curly Jerome Horwitz, better known as Curly Howard in the Three Stooges. Woo, 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 woo. Celebrating a birthday. We also got Peter Tosh, reggae singer, and Patrick Simmons, formerly of the Doobie Brothers. He passed away, celebrating birthdays this day. Hope you guys are having a great day. You're going out and supporting local establishments, live entertainment. It's time for headlines, folks. Yeah. Rosemary. Our good friend Rosemary posted this, And is this food expired? Have you ever asked that? It's, you know what, very interesting stuff, Rosemary. When you see meat or certain packages have that expired date, what does it mean? And certain stuff, and she posted something on her page. The dates that food companies put on packages are not regulated and do not mean that the food is unsafe to eat, except in cases of baby formula. Most foods are still tasty and nutritious after the date has passed. Not sure if food is spoiled? Check for off odor, flavor, texture, green mold. That I can tell you, but pretty good stuff. And here's what they're saying means. Okay, best by or best if used by date. The date tells you that when the food will have the best flavor, it is still safe to eat past this date. Or when it says use by or expiration date, this is the last date of the product that will be peak quality and still safe to eat past the date except baby formula. Or then when you say there's something that says packaging or manufacturing date, this is the date used by the manufacturers for tracking. It's not an expiration date. It's not related to the food quality or safety. Or sell by date means it tells the store how long to display the product for safe. It is still safe to eat past this date. Good for up to 1 year after the date, folks. This is good stuff to know. This good for up to the 1 year after the date. Packaged foods like cereal, pasta, dried beans or baking mixes, frozen foods, canned goods including soup, condiments, meat, fruit, and vegetables are good up to 1 year after the date on these cans or packages. Good to know. Good for up to 30 days after the date. Butter, cheese, or eggs. Good to know. And good for up to 7 days after the date. Milk, yogurt, or cream cheese. Very information stuff. If you want to find more information, you can go to info@sharefoodprogram.org or you can call them at 215-223-2220 and you find out about food expiration. So, Rosemary, thank you for posting that. Very good because we all eat food and we all keep stuff on that. When in doubt, throw it out. There you go. Don't eat it if you see green mold. Makes a lot of sense. All right, here's a question of the day. What would you do if you woke up with $1 billion tomorrow? What would you do? Wow. What would you do if you came up with $1 million tomorrow? Well, I don't even know where to go. First of all, I take care of all our bills, take care of my family, my kids' bills. We take care of all that. Now, if you got $1 billion, baby, boy, I would cry. I would cry too, Jill. I would cry too. I would buy a jacket so I can fly back and forth Chicago, whatever. Oh, you mean buy a jet? Yes. Get rid of the mayor of Lake. Okay, well, there you go. Buy a jet. Uh, Boy, I'd buy some votes. I'd buy votes just like our old president did. Yeah, Hyde coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, I would definitely do that, Jerry. Once you find out, look, if you win a couple 100,000, they'll be knocking at your door. You won 1 billion, like B as in boy. Oh, I would take care of my friends, a lot of my good close friends that need it. That's a lot. That's a big question. For sure, first thing after I took care of that, I'd buy a little cabin on a lake somewhere, cabin right near the water, so I can have a fire pit and walk out, fish, go on vacation with the family, so we can all go there. That's what I would do. I would definitely not go to Florida. That's me, Ryan. But that's what I would do. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Julie Toto, Tony Toto's wife. Be aware when answering your phone. I did not realize this. This is very interesting tips you're learning today on Ocean's Pit. We talked about the food expiration. Here's something that she shared. It was originally posted by somebody named Robin Brown. But please be aware when answering your phone from a friend. Very interesting. Okay. I got a call from a 304 area code, thinking it was someone I knew. I answered it. It was a man claiming to be a customer service. Didn't say the company, only customer service. The first thing he asked was, "Can you hear me?" I remember something I saw on Facebook saying that people are calling and asking if you can hear them, then using the recording of your yes as the way to sign up for other kinds of stuff. So I replied, "I hear you," which he again said, "So you can hear me?" And I said, "I hear you." And the gentleman goes, "All I need is a yes or no." And I said, "I hear you," and I hung up. Thanks, whoever posted the story probably would have answered yes the first time if asked. So sometimes people just want to get your yes or no answer recorded so they can use it when they're scamming other people, credit cards or accounts and stuff like that. Lenny Rago, can you hear me now? Lenny, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well with the business. The pizza guy, fantastic stuff. Seventh Heaven. I'm excited to be on this cruise. Actually, Richie called me from Seventh Heaven yesterday. I think his parents are going to come out and see me tonight at Chicago Prime. So I got him a table for 4. It's going to be nice. I don't think I've ever met his mom and dad. I don't answer the phone calls. There you go. They're scammers. And I don't usually, I have to answer the phone if it does, because business is coming in. So if the number comes up, I have to answer it because it could be a gig, So that's why I can't turn that stuff down. All right, there's a brand new bar, folks. Let's see. A brand new bar will have no menus. Instead, customers will describe what they're in the mood for, and the mixologist will tailor a drink after their tastes. Now, this is not a food menu. This is liquor or booze menu. It's a new North Loop cocktail, open with separate dive bar in back. This is called Public Domain. It's actually in Minnesota. In Minneapolis, North Loop Neighborhood Cocktail Bar is getting ready to open its doors to public. Pretty cool. And 119 Washington Avenue, located home. So it's going to be a liquor bar where you walk in and there's no menu. There's no menu for drinks. You're just going to say, "What are you in the mood for?" "Well, I feel like having this." And he's going to come up with concoction for him or her will come up for a concoction for your taste buds. Very interesting. Interesting stuff, folks. All right, if you're looking for, living in the Joliet area, looking for a job, being a Zamboni driver is the best job I ever had and has the added benefit of being able to skate wherever you are. If you're looking for a work to drive a Zamboni. I'm sorry, Susan. If you want to drive a Zamboni, at the Inwoods Ice Arena in Joliet Park, they are hiring. Interesting. Trivia: actor Jack Palance was once caught napping in his square. During the napping, he had to be awakened by fellow publicist Michael Landon when the contestants called on him. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, if you're tired sleeping, good stuff. All right, here's a great question. When you were a kid, what were you most afraid of? I'm going to have to tell you, and I'm still afraid right now of this. Heights. I am afraid of heights. I'm still afraid of heights. Now, to a certain extent, I can go. I'm not talking about elevator. I can go up, but I can't get close to heights. That's what I'm scared of. So I'm asking you guys, Ronnie B., Jerry Jans, Peter Prado, when you were a kid, what you were mostly afraid of? And I'd have to still say heights, and I still am. Scott said my father. Okay. The leather belt, especially the buckle side. Oh, yeah. You know what? My mother would come at me with the tree branch. My dad came at me with the belt. So ladders, walking on roofs. Yeah, heights. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of that. There's a lot of people afraid of bugs, spiders, but I was never afraid of that stuff. But heights. I'm afraid of heights, Jill says too. Daryl Gangways. Okay. Yeah, everybody has some sort of fetish, not fetish, but something that you're afraid of. And I think interesting stuff. Josh Berryhill, a guy I used to know for a long time, used to work for me. He was a security guy, electric. We used to work together. He also worked for Ron Onesti for many years. He just put something up here, folks. This is interesting stuff. And with all the war and everything that's going on in this country, here's proof. There's a video, folks. Channel 12 News. was proof on the video that it was not Israel's rocket, but rather that of Hamas, that came from Gaza to hit the hospital that killed all those people. They're saying it came from Israel, but it didn't. And there's footage here proven, and it was shown on FoxNews.com somewhere. You ever see the movie Wag the Dog? That's what's going on right now. Wag the Dog. Watch the movie if you haven't seen it. Dustin Hoffman and Robert De Niro. Press and everybody propaganda make this sort of war that I don't know. It's just pretty scary of everything that's going on, and we don't know what's really going on. That's the scary stuff about this world right now. All right, the signs of horror movies. Now that Halloween is coming up, next week or 2 weeks, a week and a couple of days. The signs in a horror movie. If you're an Aries, is the first to die. Taurus, the one who comes home at the end to find everybody dead, is a Taurus. Gemini, the one who figures out who the killer is. Gemini. Cancer, the one who says, hello, who's there? And the killer will answer. This is pretty interesting, pretty funny stuff. Leos, the one who tries to fight back and ends up dead. Virgo, the one who sacrifices themselves. Libra, the one who says everybody stay calm, then freaks out themselves. Scorpio, the one who runs out of the front door instead of upstairs. Sagittarius, the one who's secretly helping the killer. Aquarius, the one who makes it until the end of the movie. Pisces, the one who screams at everything. And myself being a Capricorn, the one who snapped and went on killing spree. So these are the signs of a horror movie. Thank you, Gina Pinnell, for sending that in. Interesting stuff. Bela Lugosi, Frankenstein, of course, great movies. After your speaking, 2 hostages have been released by Hamas. Oh, well, thank you, Albert. As we're speaking and as we're watching, if you guys are watching Ocean's Pit right now, Albert from the Ronald Esty organization says 2 hostages have been released by Hamas. Who knows? Talking about the Chicago Bears this Sunday playing the LA Raiders. Josh McDaniels, coach for the Raiders. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo will be playing. I think he's hurt too. I'm not sure. But we know that Justin Fields is going to be out with his discolated thumb. I'm sorry. Yes, so it should be So Garoppolo is out, and so is Justin Fields. So it's going to be a third string quarterback, right? Las Vegas Raiders. Thank you, Steve. I love them when they were the Oakland Raiders. Then they went to Los Angeles. I couldn't stand it. Now they're Las Vegas. I still love them when they were the Oakland with Kenny Stabler. Anyway, that's just going old school. That's Bear. That's for that. Matt Eberfluss has the highest odds right now to be the first NFL coach fired during the season. The Chicago Bears are at disastrous start at 2020-23 season, starting at 1-5 right now. So he could be the first coach to be fired during the season. It's a disgrace. And you Bears fans should be very upset. I would be. All right, this is sent in by Joe McCrae from Joliet, Illinois. Joe Biden isn't stupid. He has dementia. It's the people voting for him are stupid. So there you go, my friend from Joliet sending that in. Listen, we love all your stuff you send in, and I'm going to read it. It's going to piss some people off. It's not going to piss people off. That's part of the live show. It can't make everybody happy all the time, right? Because what kind of show would it be then? Yeah, so it is what it is. Okay. This happened in Bensenville, Illinois. Authorities said Wednesday they're investigating a death near Church Road and 3rd Avenue in unincorporated Bensenville. A death investigation is being taken place by Church Road. Not sure if they found DuPage County Sheriff investigators began their investigation early Monday morning, according to a new release. Sheriff office described the death as isolated and said there's no danger in public. The office said there's no information available as of right now. Bensonville. You think all this crazy stuff is only happening in the city of Chicago, folks. It's coming to the suburbs. It's scary. There you go, Albert. Well, Albert, you did say that to me. Thank you for that. That's right. This Saturday, when we're at the the Arcata Club Speakeasy this Saturday with the Main Event Band. Downstairs is Tommy James and the Shondells. I think we're alone now. Money, crimson and glow. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Tommy James downstairs, Tonio upstairs. Thank you, Albert, for that. All right. You got crazy things that are going on in this world. Don't forget, folks, 2 free tickets we're going to do right now, folks. We're going to give 2 free tickets to our Dean Martin show coming up October 29th, Sunday. At the end of the hour, I'm going to give you a trivia question. And it's going to chance to win 2 more free tickets. So just make sure you stay around for that. All right. Interesting stuff. This goes out, a letter that was sent to our government. You, the government, you are all a bunch of cowards. You raise the cost of living so high that both parents are always at work rather than spending time with their children. Single parents stand no chance. You took God out of schools. Parents were told, no, you can't discipline your kids. Well, now most of these kids are rude and out of control. You shall reap what you sow. You have taken a whole generation and turned them into selfish, entitled brats who have no respect for people, property, or authority. You deemed people with terminal illness and some only a few months to live, fit for work. You allow our veterans of war to go homeless and hungry, but give out millions to foreign aid. You save drug addicts over and over again, but refuse to give free diabetic supplies to those who need them to stay alive. You bend over backwards to be politically correct, too scared to say enough is enough. In case you offended someone, you put the retirement age up so high so people have to work till they drop. You take care of prisoners and give them everything under the sun, food, medical, education. I mean, the list goes on this particular post. It's all true. And it's all very, very sad. Very, very sad. To today's show, Jordan Van Deer, Sloot, admits fatal bludgeoning of Natalie Holloway as part of guilty plea in a wire fraud case. Years ago, the girl missing in Aruba. Before that, Aruba was the capital vacation where everybody went to and enjoyed. And we played Aruba for 8 weeks with the Chicago Rat Pack, my old show, for many years. We did it for 3 or 4 years straight, and it was wonderful. We did shows 1 hour a day, and you sit by the pool during the day, then you go to the ocean, and it was just fantastic. And then, of course, the death of Natalie Holloway during spring break, it scared people. And finally, this Jordan Van Deer, Sloot, I think it was French. But you know what's really weird? For a long time, they didn't know what happened to Natalie. Where did she go? How did she disappear? There was no, but I'm going to tell you something. If you went to Aruba, when we used to go, there was a little tour that you did, and it was like something called the Natural Bridge. It's like one of the tourist attractions in Aruba was the Natural Bridge. Come see it. And you're driving, you look for it. I'm trying to look for it, and I asked somebody, where's the Natural Bridge? He goes, you're standing on it. So anyway, near there, I always remember there was a certain section of the ocean that was blocked off. It was like a square where they had sharks, where they would feed sharks. And every day sharks would come out of this section where they were being fed. What does it take to take a body, throw it in there when the shark's gone? No evidence, no nothing. This was 25 years ago. We were doing Aruba up there. There you go. Michelle, great seeing you last night too, my friend. Absolutely terrible. I think she says terrible testimony sounded fake. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. scaring as it is. Uh, we'll find out more and more of that. Mariana Hearn posted this on X. Chicago is giving $9,000 to migrants to cover their rent and help furnish their apartments. A staggering report reveals a single medical firm ranked in $7.2 million in sheltering the city's asylum seekers for just 1 month. Unbelievable. Are they all? They're all over in all the cities. They're just waiting for the word, and they're going to turn on everybody. It's scary. I am very afraid of November 2024, of next year. I don't know what's going to happen, folks. All right, Ron Davis sends us in. Great news. Riley Gaines wins an $8 million defamation suit against Whoopi Goldberg. How many times has Whoopi Goldberg from The View been sued in the last 3 or 4 years? I don't know. And then she still has her job. She still has her job. Crazy. Anthony Melchioti sent this. Liberals, if you don't wear your mask or get a toxic jab, you can give me the virus that my jab protects me from. The nonsense and the ludicrous that went down with all that vaccination stuff. It's still screwing people up. Israel just found out why the Second Amendment is so important. Israel, Minister of National Security, axes gun control measures. They are now implementing plans to distribute firearms to the public for security of a nation. If this doesn't scare people, if people don't wake up, folks, how about on a light note? Today is Give Your Husband Whatever He Wants Day. So, gentlemen, go home to your wives or wherever they're at, give her a call and says, give whatever the husband wants is today. I don't know if it's real or not, but I'll go for it. Of course, my wife won't do it. But anyway, besides that, interesting stuff. Here's another great story. In a couple more minutes, we get another 3-4 minutes. We're going to give away 2 more tickets to my Dean Martin celebrity. Dean Martin memories are made of this show, October 29th. Okay. A 51-year-old man becomes a doctor. Okay, that's good. But after he was an auto mechanic for 25 years. Auto mechanic, gave up the job, went to school, studied, worked hard, and now he is a doctor. Congratulations, man. Tell me that's not a great, great story. All right. Last question for me before we give away the 2 tickets. What celebrity have you randomly met somewhere you weren't expecting? Okay, so you go to a concert. If you go to a concert, it doesn't count because you're there to see a celebrity. Or there might be another celebrity in the audience. Going out to a restaurant or on an airplane or on vacation. Ask any of you guys, what celebrity have you randomly met somewhere you weren't expecting? Now, I know I can name one. Michelle says Stevie Nicks. Okay, very cool. Now, the person I'm going to mention, some people might know who he is, some people might not. To me, he's a big celebrity. Some people might not think he is. I was at Moretti's. I think it was in Hoffman Estates. I was in there with a couple of buddies of mine, Mr. P, Ryan. We were sitting there having a cocktail. I met Robin Williams and Johnny's Beef, Christine says. Okay, Kevin Cronin from REO, cool. Carol says Paul Stanley of Kiss. Albert says Man Cow. You wouldn't expect him to be at the parade, right? Or you might have seen him a couple of times. But that's not my celebrity. My celebrity that I met, I was at Moretti's in Hoffman Estates having a cocktail with my buddy Ryan O'Ryan and Mr. P, the late Mr. P. And I look over to the table, and sitting down at a table of 4 was bass player, guitar player Carl Green from the band, the original band Herman's Hermits from the 60s British invasion with Peter Noone and Carl Green. I mean, Herman's Hermits were up there with the Dave Clark 5 and the Beatles for many, many years in the 60s, early 60s to late 60s, 69, and they kind of, Peter went on his own and still tours all over. But Carl Green, very, very, very cool. Mancow will be there tomorrow night. Well, good. I'll be looking forward to seeing him. Next, you sat next to Sammy Sosa on an airplane. Very cool, Michelle. Sammy Sosa. I do not understand English when they asked him about steroids. But when his check was short, he knew how to speak English. Michael McDonald in Santa Barbara. Oh, Michael McDonald from formerly of the Doobie Brothers. Very cool. So Carl Green, I walked up to him, go, Carl, Mr. Green, sir, I didn't mean to bother you, but you're one of my favorite, your song Busy Line that I love, which was a song from Herman's Hermits, realized that he wrote that song. So we talked a little bit. He played in Chicago, I think with Michael Breccialeri from Good Clean Fun when he came to the United States of America. It was very cool. Ringo Starr was awesome. I took a picture with him. Jill, Ringo, yeah, peace and love, peace and love. Very, very cool. So it's great meeting celebrities. All right, folks, now it's time to give away 2 more tickets to our Dean Martin Memories Are Made of This. Yes, please. Okay. 2 tickets. Now, it's going to be Sunday, October 29th. Now, remember, before you answer the question, make sure you're available on Sunday, October 29th. It's a Sunday. It's at Des Plaines Theater, Ron Onesti's Des Plaines Theater. Its Memories Are Made of This, my tribute to Dean Martin with Nick Sahaja's Big Band, with special guests Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush of Ocean's Rat Pack, Regina Karma, Ronnie B. Elvis, Mark Fensky as Jerry Lewis. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stories, songs, and films. And it's a lot of stuff Ron Onesti's putting together. Nick Sahaja's doing a great job. All right, so remember, I'm going to take a picture of the screen. The first answer that comes up right is going to win 2 tickets and a meet and greet, if you haven't met me yet, to my Dean Martin special tribute. Memories Are Made of This. Sunday, October 29th. It's a 3 o'clock show. It's a matinee. All right, here's the question. Dean Martin always had a drink in his hand. We all know that Dean Martin wasn't a big drinker. He drank, but he wasn't a big drinker as he pretended to be on his TV shows, his roasts, his movies. He drank, but he didn't drink as much as everybody think he was a drink. He played that part. But what was in his glass? It wasn't alcohol. What did he use to pretend it was booze? First person to tell me what it is wins 2 free tickets to Memories Are Made of This show, October 29th. Who it is? Ricky Stokes got the answer right there. We are going to take a picture of that. Ricky was the first guy to come through. Now, Ricky, if you are available, you got 2 free tickets. Apple juice was the question. The answer is apple juice. It wasn't soda. It wasn't tea. What he had in his glass, pretending that it was booze, was apple juice. So the winner of 2 free tickets right now is Ricky Stokes. Now, Ricky, if you can't make it, private message me, and the next winner underneath will be Ronnie B., who's already going to be there already. So I'm going to have to go down. No one else has answered that. It was just Ricky and Ronnie B. Everybody else said water. Michelle would win third. So if Ricky can't go, Michelle came up with apple juice. It's up to Ricky. Let me know. Private message me. Let me know if you'll be able to make it on Sunday, October 29th. Tickets, and you are going to join. Very cool. Ricky Stokes. You let me know, Rick, if you can be there or not. You won 2 free tickets. All right. So now Monday, we'll be back. We're coming in live from Nashville, Tennessee. Ocean's Pit live for the Grand Ole Opry. We'll be there, me and Laura. Monday, she'll be with us on the show. Special guest, I think we're going to have Nick Sahajas with us and some of the people, Phyllis and everybody. So we'll be coming live from Ocean's Pit, Nashville, Tennessee this Monday. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching the show. Again, thank you for everybody showing up to Positanos. Tonight, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse, 8 o'clock with Double T. Saturday, we'll be at the Club Arcana Speakeasy, St. Charles, 8:30 show, oshows.com for tickets. And Memories Are Made of This, my tribute to Dean Martin, Sunday, October 29th at the Des Plaines Theater, 3 o'clock show. For tickets, oshows.com, or watch the show next week. Maybe you get a chance to win 2 free tickets too. All right, guys, let's thank again Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local, shop a local. Ace has got so many great things. Take advantage of their auto key programming at all their stores. They program in car cut keys at 50% less the dealership. Helpful Hub. Visit our Helpful Hub to speak to the certified team member. Don't forget, folks, they also have U-Hauls at all 4 different stores. Rental, easy way to do it, folks. Great things that they can take care of you. Ace Hardware. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. That's Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. Ace is the place. Helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Thank you, my friends from Ace Hardware. Guys, have an incredible weekend. Go out and support live entertainment and local establishments. Be kind to everybody, man. Be careful out there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just be cool. And remember the great words of Ringo Starr. Peace and love. Peace and love it is. And Mama D says, goodbye, Mama D. Love you. Everybody have a great weekend. Nick Sahajas.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Bye-bye, Mama D. Have a great weekend, everybody. God bless you.